Victoria's Secret, and welcome to Green Goals. We've talked about toothbrushes before. One episode I mentioned preserved toothbrushes, which are made from recycled plastic, and then you can mail them back when you're done. Well, I want to take it a step further and talk to you about earth-friendly toothpaste and floss. But before that, let's go to Laudato Si. In paragraph 206, Pope Francis wrote, "A change in lifestyle could bring healthy pressure to bear on those who wield political, economic, and social power. This is what consumer movements accomplish by boycotting certain products. They prove successful in changing the way businesses operate, forcing them to consider their environmental footprint and their patterns of production. When social pressure affects their earnings, businesses clearly have to find ways to produce differently." We can all be part of what Pope Francis mentioned there, this consumer movement. We can support eco-friendly products, and that even goes for toothpaste and floss. So I want to talk about toothpaste first. Most tubes are plastic. They can be hard to recycle. Some are recyclable, so I'll give you that. But a lot of times they just end up in the landfill. So I want to introduce you to, maybe you've already heard about it, but there is toothpaste that comes in a metal tube. And this is a brand called David's Natural Toothpaste. This is a used one from my house. And honestly, when I first heard metal tube, I thought, am I going to be able to like squeeze it to get out any toothpaste? And absolutely, honestly, I could barely even tell it wasn't plastic. It's very flexible, it's very limber, and they even make ones that are good for both kids and adults, so that's awesome. Another option you can consider is toothpaste tablets. So they're right here in this little travel size pack. It's super tiny. I'll take one out, just like this, very small. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it takes a little bit getting used to. You're supposed to chew it until it starts to dissolve and then take a wet toothbrush and, brush your teeth. This brand right here is called Huppy. There's plenty of other brands, so I'm not endorsing like a certain one, but just the idea of toothbrush tablets. Usually the packaging is compostable, so that's great. So it really can be zero waste, and if you want to buy refill packs and then store them in, sometimes they sell aluminum tins that you can just keep a nice amount of chewing tablets in, or excuse me, not chewing tablets, toothpaste tablets. I will say that they kind of taste good too. I actually had to remember not to swallow it, that it was actually meant to be toothpaste and it wasn't just a little snack. So that's a good thing. Now, as far as floss goes, so let's talk about that, because floss usually comes in plastic packaging and floss itself is usually made from plastic. So one alternative you can check out is silk or biodegradable floss. So that's what I have here in this little glass container. This is actually silk floss, so I'm just going to show you. Very similar to, it looks very similar, and then you can just, on the top has a little cutter, just like a regular container for floss would have. Now, I'll be honest, when I first used it, it did feel thicker to me than regular floss, but then I got used to it and it works. It works for me. You definitely got to try. There's a lot of different brands out there. What's nice too is that the floss itself is considered compostable. So you can take advantage of that. If you do have a composting service where someone comes and picks up your compost every week, you'd want to check to make sure they're okay with you composting something that's been, in your mouth and might have some of your germs on it. So just keep that in mind. But the nice thing too is even if it ends up in the trash, it's gonna biodegrade way better than just regular plastic floss. So I would encourage you to make one swap. Think about whether you want to try toothpaste in a tube, in a metal tube, or a tablet for your toothpaste, or some silk floss, and share the idea with family and friends, because these little daily actions add up to big hope for our common home, and that's exactly what Pope Francis wants us to feel when we think about caring for our creation. All right, God bless. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed Green Goals, a segment where we look at ways that we can live out Pope Francis's call to care for our common home, inspired by his encyclical Laudato Si. And if you did enjoy it, please subscribe to Catholic TV's This Is the Day YouTube channel and click on the bell for notifications. Look for new episodes of Green Goals right here on Catholic TV's This Is the Day YouTube channel. Thanks so much for watching.